Alrighty, hello everybody. Once again, I am Chun. This is my channel, but you probably knew that. Hey, really joining on mute while nap trapped? May the dice be in your favor. Thank you, Fen. Thank you. Hey, how did the rest of your game go after I left, man? It was a fun game to watch. At any rate, that was his Blood Bowl. This is my Blood Bowl. This is Marin Mixed Mayhem Season 15. And we are, not doing great. 0 and 4. Yeesh. But let's not. Well, that's enough focusing on the past. Let's focus on the past. Let's see. It is the Blood Angels 11th Company, our superior being ring versus the chaotic player pack team of Children of Changing, played by Shalmer, who is not online. Well, we've got time, I suppose. Let's go over our teams. Well, I'm just going to quickly ping him really quick, actually. You about ready for Tugame? Well, let's see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, he's on mute, so he would have heard that question. At any rate. What are we doing? Well, we had some work happening last time. Death Company Terminator is one injury away from it getting something, so that would be big. We have Company Captain, our thrower, still with accurate. Not for lack of trying, though. Company Sergeant, our plus movement blitzer, is still here. Company Librarian, our AG busted vampire. Well, he's at least still strong nonetheless. While our company chaplain is still a good vampire. Meanwhile, our company scouts, Janice, Hallstatt, Pollen, Scout Johnson, Hallstatt are unleveled, but they're there anyway. Our serfs, Pollens with Wrestle, Vergal, Arnlin, and Gerwi. Our movement busted thrall. Well, they're all still here. Arnlin is still looking for a little bit. And we also have a little bit of Voton auxiliaries in this Blood Angels chapter. You have the Voton auxiliary Urist and Grizjowl. Urist was able to get enough for a guard last week, so that'll be good for him. He'll be right up on the front lines, so he'll be able to deal with something, hopefully. Maybe. Well, what are they dealing with? Let's find out. Children of Changing, the chaotic player pact, played by Shalmer. It is Rats Chaos. Look at that. I love the Goblin 2-head model. You have a Warpstone Troll. Well, probably where our Terminator is going to be headed 9 times out of 10. 4 Chaos Warriors, 1 with block, Armadillo Protector, Snapping Turtle Head, Egyptian Croc, and Pangolin Decimator. A couple of Skaven Blitzers, Winter Snowclaw, with Animosity, Block, and Claw. So he'll be one to deal with, I'm sure. Blue Claw Crabster, unleveled. Couple of Skaven linemen, Whiptail Stinger and Ring-tailed Lemurus with Wrestle. Meanwhile, Froggy 3-headed has got 2 heads. Look at him go. And Octo Goat. Funnily enough, the ones I'm most worried about are Winter Snowclaw and Froggy 3-headed. Like, those are the ones that actually have the scary kind of skills on them. 2-head making it so much easier to dodge away. Claw making it so much easier to hit high armored targets. Which, especially against the dwarves I have, the Minotaur. Actually, the vampires too, thinking about it. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Hopefully this whole thing will just go poorly for us. How poorly will it go for us? Probably vary, considering Shalmer is up at the top of the leaderboard with 3 wins and 1 draw. So yeah, let's actually take a look at that leaderboard. Yeah, Shelmer's actually in third place right now. Memes and Resness ahead of him. Memes having been handed his first loss of the season by Digi the other day. And Resness apparently being undefeated. So, oh no, when I face him. When do I face him? That's what, Digital Champions? Brew for the Stew. Stumptown Boys return. No furs allowed. Muppet Lord of the Rings. Can't wait for that. Natty One Guppies. Oh boy. That is, that's worrisome, isn't it? playing... We're playing the top guy, Resness, week 11. Spike the spike ball right through my head, why don't you? Okay, Shalmer. Yeah, otherwise, let's see. Shalmer should be getting 110, so we can get something. You get a reroll, a bribe, some babes, an apothecary. It's an odd place, being that I have a higher team value than the guy in first place. Thing is, Shalmer has actually got a lot of points all over the place. He doesn't have any single, like, linchpin player. Whereas right now, I'm absolutely gambling on my Bretonnian Blitzer and a thrower. +8 movement's not nothing, especially against this team, so I've got a slight, very slight, ability to outspeed him. I have more interesting strength pieces. Or do I? Well, okay, I have more interesting strength pieces. He just has more strength pieces. Yeah, his 5 to my 3. So we'll find out. Yeah. Our armor is... Well, mine's a little bit on average lower. I have 2 guys on the sidelines. If anything, it might end up being the company scouts. Although 4 agility with 6 movement is still not bad. Sergeant's still going to be our preferred scorer. Needs 7 more points to level. So does company captain. He's likely only going to be getting passing on that, so it's going to be slow. If I can get a good hit on somebody with Death Company Terminator for 1 more injury, that would be fantastic. I already have Mighty Blow, so who knows? Maybe I'll get Guard on him. A block would be amazing. What are the skills that he's got? Okay, strength. Everything else is on a double, so it's a general rule then. Strength is what we're going to look for. I'll remind myself what's all in there. I already have Mighty Blow at base. Break Tackle might be fun. Although that being said, if I get an opportunity for a mutation, or heaven help me, a stat up. Shelmer. Alright, we agreed at 6, right? Hang on, I gotta... Yep, we said 6 p.m. Friday. Well, he did say Friday may work, so I suppose we'll have just to be a little bit more up in the air here. But we're only 10 minutes past, so not going to worry over much about it. We'll still give him like 20, 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm just scrolling through the chat here on the Discord. There's been a lot of Digimon gifts for one reason or another, probably because of the new game that got released. And that was something I never really got into, Digimon. I was always more of a Pokemon guy growing up, even now, even. So I'll ping him at 1:15 again, one more time. And then one more time, 15 minutes after that, just to be safe. Yes, safe. And if not after that point, well, we'll just try for more stuff. Unfortunately, my weekend has gotten a little full. Saturday is easy enough. Yeah, if we could play tomorrow, that would be great. But a Sunday is slammed full. But hey, keep an eye on the minis channel in the Cred Bowl for that. You'll see some, photos out of my Sunday activities. Oh, boy. Game. Okay, well, let's see. How can we possibly swing this? My chances are it's going to end up being... It's going to end up being Minotaur versus Troll. Oh, excuse me. Although, that being said, I could probably pull him back and treat him as a first-turn blitzer to keep him off the... to, guarantee that I get first shot like that.
This is our thought.
What's that?
After this show, nothing
Hello,
hurts.
Zio. How's it treating you, friend? We're currently still sitting here waiting for our opponent to show up. And it's likely gonna be an interesting game, considering depression. Ah. I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well. Yeah. We're going to be playing Shalmer today. And while he may only be in third place, still hasn't lost, whereas I've only lost. You did find your Blood Bowl 3 team. Good to hear. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Hey, what'd you end up deciding to go with, Zio? I know we've talked about my corn team that where I'm going to be playing myself. The one I click with. Norsum. You drop that beer bore on your dudes. Hope you enjoy it. I've not yet played Norse in Blood Bowl 3 for any great length of time. They were fun enough in Blood Bowl 2, but again, I didn't win. Man, there's just so many teams that I haven't tried yet. It's significantly less number, considering Blood Bowl 3 has got significantly less of them. But I'm just glad that I've been able... Try this again. I really do like doing this, like, revolving door of teams. That was the game where I foul you to death, wasn't it? Possibly. Yeah. I like doing this revolving door of teams, just playing different things and trying different styles. And leap ship. Not surprised that how's it going, Dacevale? You playing Norris in the last season of Blood Bowl 2? I mean, I think that was correct, yeah. Yeah, I believe that was correct. Missed last match, so I have to make up for all the missed heckles.
Lost his nose. How will
You
he
do
smell
that,
without it?
Dacevale.
Same as always. Terrible.
I would like to point out that I think only Zio has... There's a few heckles that only Zio has heard or seen or activated more accurately. But, yeah. I'm not going to guarantee it this... Yeah, because I was a Farm Bird MK team. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Poor fellow lost his nose. How will he smell without it? Same as always. Terrible.
Oh, boy. If only there was a way that I knew of that I could hear my alerts.
Only if you sing solo.
And not be
Solo?
nearly as loud in
Solo,
my own
I can't
ears.
hear.
Because they're either super loud in my head or just dead silent. But in other news, you might be wondering, Chun, why are you playing around with dental tools? Because these are actually very nice for cleaning electronics. You wouldn't believe the amount of crap I get out of the little crevices on my controllers. You're starting a Pathfinder campaign. Nice. Sounds interesting. I've done a little bit of poking around on Pathfinder. Never thought about it all that. Said you pick the character? All right, looking forward to that. Ooh, excuse me. Haven't gone super deep down that particular hole yet. Mostly because I've been so invested in Dungeons and Dragons, like literally so much money. But yeah, like who knows? I haven't done any of that Pathfinder at all, really. Just been looking at it, and what I've seen has been interesting, certainly. The idea that you get something... Caution, it's a bit spicy. Well, there's a good reason... I've certainly seen spicier even today. But I like the concept. Judging from the looks, it's either going to be like Witch, Warlock, or Paladin, right? One of those? I could be very wrong. Sprite Summoner. A Dullahan Sprite Summoner. I like it. I must have missed the Sprite Summoner when I was going through the various, the stuff that I was looking through. But who knows? There's probably as much homebrew stuff for Pathfinder as D&D nowadays, so... Okay, Sprite is the race, Summoner is the class. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that's a very neat character. I'll be perfectly honest. I wish I could do Dullahans in Hero Forge. Is for whatever reason they won't let you kit bash in just heads. Not for lack of trying. But anyway, there's like I've had a couple of thoughts for like some Dullahan concepts. The head is a character, the body is the Eidolon, or however you. All right, that's a. Huh. That's a really cool idea. That is a very cool idea. I'm liking where that's going, friend. All right. Second ping for Shelmer. We'll give him another 15 minutes. One of the two healers of the party. Okay. Well, you know what? For this one, why not? Why not? We have our. What am I talking about? Now there's background music. Two healers. Then sometimes you need it. If you were around for yesterday's D&D game, we kind of needed some more healers. Although the 10-person. Holy. Wow. Pathfinder 2E classes. That is a lot more classes than I thought of, than I thought there was going to be. I'm not sure why I didn't think there were more classes, but cool. Alright, let's see. Summoner. The DM was not pitching that, not expecting that many ideas, that many people when they pitched the idea. I don't think anybody's ever expecting a party that large. Good luck getting all the scheduling done, though. Call an Eidolon to your side. Serving as a mortal conduit that anchors it to the world, whether your Eidolon is a friend, servant, or a profession, or even a personal god. Your connection to it marks it as an extraordinary, shaping the course of your life dramatically. A charisma caster. Okay. Creature of this trait is an Eidolon, an action or spell of this trait can be formed by an Eidolon only. An item of this trait can only be worn by an Eidolon, and an Eidolon can't use items that don't have this trait. Alright, that would be... You can share the sheet? That would be... I would love to... I'd like to see that. And I hope, like, just a quick Google search sent me to the Archives of Nethys Remastered as a source. So whether or not that's a good one or not, I'm not sure, but... And folks are home. Alright. There it is. Yeah. Save the sheet. And your character... Okay, cool. I'll not click any of that, so... Alright, so let's see. Let's head over to React and start... Alright, let's take a look and see what all is going on here. Ancestry Sprite, Combat Chaplain background, Summoner class. Okay. Draxi Heritage, Fake Handship, Energy Heart. Diminutive, whimsical, and exuberant creature with Fey realm, love playing pranks, explore things, and embracing everything to do with magic. Okay. Tiny ability, a flaw in strength. That's actually a really good idea. Common, Sylvan, choose from those. Inherent magic pervades your being. All strikes are magical, whether with unarmed attacks or weapons. Now that's a... As a member of the clergy, you have been responsible for tending the spiritual and moral well-being of soldiers and their families. While you may have been a follower of a specific society, you act as an ambassador of the church overall, providing religious support in a religiously pluralistic and diverse setting. Mara. Mediator, reconciler for those under your charge. You have been called to lead worship, perform weddings, and conduct funerals in both nearby villages as well as remote locales. Huh. And the Summoner. You and our Eidolon fight together as one. So that... Alright, so this is... So the Summoner class is basically an entire class based around the idea of having effectively a familiar. And preferably... And likely one's better than what you get in D&D, I'm willing to bet. Fortitude, Reflex, and Expert in Will. More like a stand. Alright. Alright. I'll take that explanation. Train the spell attack rolls or your spellcasting tradition determined by your Eidolon. Okay. Well, this is really cool. Strength -1, +2 Dex, +3 Constitution, +2 into Intelligence, +3 Wisdom, +4 Charisma. Starting at level 5, are we? Huh. Well, that explains a lot of this, then, I guess. Psychopomp Eidolon. Creature whose sworn duty is to usher souls safely to the afterlife and maintain the courts of the dead. Psychopomp Eidolons have a variety of appearances, but since they often traffic with mortals, their form typically includes an elaborate mask. And or no head in your case, considering. You and your Psychopomp Eidolon share an important fate together, whether it relates directly to your own soul or to a mission that will somehow protect the souls of others. Cool. Must be true neutral. Okay. Boneyard. So they're technically like an undead type, huh? $18 strength for soul. Well, that explains how you can get past that. Like you casting spells as the head with charisma, while your body with a strength of 18. And actually on that, yeah, there's the character art. Just to be safe, I'll not dwell on that, but it is a very cool character, and I really should get deeper into Pathfinder myself. Start and dig into this and see, maybe try to get a game of this going myself, because damn it, why is my brain not anywhere near as dexterous as it used to be? The local game shop has been wanting to do some more games as well. Like, I currently DM the D&D game going on, but for the last couple of weeks, there's also been a side game on Thursdays that another person has been DMing that's been going on fairly well, I think. And a couple of the sessions that I haven't been available, one of the other people around has offered to do a few one-shots in a world of her own design, actually, which has gone over very well. So getting some more stuff going might not be the worst idea ever. Physical form can combine with that of your Eidolon. Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it? Granting benefits but limiting your capabilities, you manifest your Eidolon, but instead of summoning into an adjacent open space, you become it. You can also meld into Eidolon while your Eidolon is already manifested as long as it is adjacent. While manifested in this way, you use its statistics, and you can't act except to direct it or to use manifested Eidolon to unmanifest it. Since you can't act, you can't cast spells, activate, or benefit from magic items that normally benefit you and not your Eidolon, perform actions that have the tandem trait, or use other abilities that require you and not the Eidolon to act. You can't be separately targeted while you are melded to it. When you reach 0, your Eidolon manifests, leaving your body behind, unconscious, and dying. Neat! Ah, cool. Alright. Alright, and Shalmer has gotten back. The DM did make a ruling with, I think, my level 5 feat. I'll take Fey Disguise. You can disguise yourself with magical illusions. You can cast Illusion Disguise once per day as a first level primal innate spell. At 7th, the spell is heightened to 2nd, and every 2 levels thereafter, the spell is heightened an additional spell level. 4th, Blade. 4th, my bad. Okay. Magical Understudy? Is that the one? It evolves to cast spells. Gains the cast a spell activity. Learns 2 cantrips of its tradition, which you can cast as innate spells. Okay. Huh. Cool. All right. Well, Zio, I'm definitely going to be picking your brain for more of that, but Shalmer has just gotten back, and we're about ready to start playing. So we're gonna... So the ruling is my Eidolon can cast your spells while you're melded. Aha! Okay. So are you casting yours? Are you casting your spells based on your character's charisma or the Eidolon's charisma then? Yours. Okay. It's kind of like the best of both worlds at that point, then. And you cheeky dog. You get to cast your spells, while having a stronger body. That's not a bad ruling, actually. And very good for you if you can keep that going. If I'm gesticulating with my right hand as if you can see it. It's down here below the camera over my mouse. It's like, yeah, like my mouse isn't here, mind you. Giving up action economy for better stats, If people are willing to accept it. And if you're willing to accept it, that's fine that would be fine by me. Alright. I'm just waiting for Shalmer to boot up, which shouldn't be all that long. Ugh. Hum. Ho, hum, hum, hummy, ho. But yeah. Like I said, I've been meaning to get more into Pathfinder. So who knows? So maybe I'll do some more digging around. Maybe try making a couple of other characters and thought processes. Seeing maybe if I can translate some of my already existing characters into Pathfinder just for fun. Oh, man. I realize that... What am I talking about? I haven't hardly done anything. I had some good rest. I'm gonna close that, turn that back on. How did that get shut down? Nah, that ain't right. Okay, so yeah. Game sound is on. Background computer isn't. Buttons and alerts are on. My mic is working. So all my sound is good. Okay, Shalmer's on. I just now noticed. Alright, so let's get this game on, shall we? Before I get any more distracted either with yawning or tech issues. Or Pathfinder. Alright, what's he going to be getting? If for me, I'd get it Bloodweiser, babes. Forget how many rerolls we both have. I think I only have 2. He may have 2, possibly 3. But we'll find out. He's getting 2 Bloodweiser babes. That's fine. Yes, that'll do fine. For all you people out there that have any variety of knowledge of either vaudeville or early movies, yes, I'm doing a W.C. Fields. And our first home game, the Blood Bowl of Ball. It's the Blood Angels 11th Company. Along with Voton Auxiliary. You're playing tonight? Good to know. Oh man, we'll probably have to keep an eye on that, but I'm gonna have to be at work too, so. Alright. Wake up, dumbass. Now's not the time to be napping. There's Blood Bowl to play. And we get defense. So he is... Oh, no, he's kicking off to me. Okay. Both sides, 2 rerolls. Bloodweiser Babes on his side, so he'll be getting get KOs back on a 2-up. That's a decent setup. All right. Let's see here. If I get attack, then this is be just as fine. I need to turn on levels. All right, let's get the Votons in here. I'm gonna swap out Librarian for the moment. And Gerwi. Hang on, that's a phone call. One moment, please. Turn my mic back on. All right. So, how are we going to do this? Well, let's bring Sergeant down. All right, this gives us an opportunity to spread out a bit, crash into the center. Nobody's got block, but neither, well, these guys do. So I got 1 dies into Chaos Warriors with block. That's pretty good. And a 2-die into Bighorn King, so I'm okay with this. Blitz! Frick! Good start. And Vergal is on the ground. But at least ways that's the blitz. Thrall's fine. Alright, this actually opens up a pretty usable line up the left here. He's committing hard to get the ball fast. And that's a nice deep kick too, so it's gonna be a little bit more rough. This is definitely an impressive concave we're dealing with. Okay, not a bad bounce. I get a 2-die into a 1-die if I don't knock him down. Ain't it just? Alright, we'll stand up Vergal. That at least weighs... Yeah. Doesn't do much, but it does something. Let's try to get through the center here. Alright. Limit down to a 1-die now. Well, it's not a nothing that happened here. Okay. One die without block. That's not great. I can get a one. If I can go that way, actually. So here we go. We're gonna try for 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna try for that. We're gonna try for that. We're gonna crash through the center. It's a 2 to a 3. That's perfectly doable. Perfect. All right. And now, like I said, we crash through the center. We blitz into a 1-die with block. Dauntless goes off, so it's actually a 2-die. And that's perfectly fine with me. Armor break! Alright. The blitz was a problem. The blitz was definitely a problem, but we got there. We got something. Two up dodge. Okay. I love how he actually decided to go ahead with that dodge because, like, what possibly could have gone wrong in that regard with me and dodging? Like, a lot, frankly. A lot. One die. That'll be fine. Oh, what am I doing? He can't move. Ah, well, whatever. Whatever. We'll have him support there. He's got block. You've got wrestle, so that's a 1 die with wrestle into block, and it's actually not punished. We got Hallstatt down over here on Whiptail Stinger, and there we go. This could go poorly. There's a Blitzer and a Goblin that are perfectly free. I'm not so far back that that Shelmer can't respond. And a follow-up. All right. Two die. It's a push. Another 2 die. Get some double pows. Unfortunate. And Vergal is dead. Did I get an apothecary? Yes. Thralls are pretty cheap, aren't they? All right, well, Egyptian Croc gets a point and a level up. Maybe I can get Terminator. Two GFIs. He makes it, which gives a 2 die, and Terminator is not going to stay on his hooves. But he is going to stay on the pitch. No! Reroll the dodge? You've done most of everything else. This is probably just a... Oh, he is rerolling it. All right. I probably wouldn't have done that, but... You get one more in the GFIs, and that actually can stop me. Or not. Okay. So let's see. Three agility, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 GFI. If I knock him down, I would need him to knock down. Okay. Terminator is the one who I really want to get SPP on. Chaplain would be good to get SPP on. Captain, we'll just have to wait a bit to get a better opportunity because the ball is not anywhere near him at the moment. All right, let's try for this. I get a 2 die here into dodge, which at least lets me change a 1 die to a 2 die. That's fine. Stay. We'll bring Pollens over. Hallstatt comes up to offer a little bit of a screen. As well as Captain. Okay. Nah. Alright, we'll knock down ring-tailed lemurus. Stay. And from there, we blitz. This allows the vampire to eat the thrall. It's a stun, so that's not great. Two-die blitz, double pows. Love to see it. Stay. Get him out of here! Alright, it's just a stun. And one GFI to get there. Way to go, Sergeant! Okay. Early score. And an early death. I'll need to get a new surf later. Alright, but in the meantime, alright, so defense. Let's actually drop Janice for our auxiliary. Captain pulls back. Sergeant is here in the... Need to be mindful that this isn't that I'm moving first, which means he can respond. Yeah. We'll work with Pollens that way. All right. All strength pieces front and center. As long as he remembers that that guard piece is there, which I hope he doesn't, frankly. I would very much love for him to not realize the guard piece is there and immediately start swinging into red dice. Take it, Captain! High kick! The two-headed gobbo has got it. No, he doesn't. Okay. This is turn 2. This game's turning into a thinker, isn't it? That's 2 chances for leaps, assuming they had leap to begin with, which they don't. There's Claw. Fortunately, it's just a stun. Is it possible to get stand firm on dwarves? Okay, that is a choice. All right. Guard is stunned. Oh, that is... That is a juicy concept.
Oh.
Oh, I know. There's the Skaven, not the... Those are the goblins. That's just a Skaven. And they're not gutter runners. So, yeah, Still a juicy concept. If I guard up these two guys and have Librarian and Arnlen deal with that, I could do something silly with Terminator. Crash into Crabster. Point being, Death Company Terminator should probably do the Blitz. Oh, I need to remember that what would good targets be for Hypnotic Gaze, actually? Wait a minute. This guy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move Grizz Jowl. He's going to mark... Actually, no. Okay. Arnlen is going to mark up there. All right. Hypnotic Gaze. You. No. Okay. It was a thought. Let's go after Crabster. Wreck some crap. Please? That's not. It's just a stun. Come on. Can you imagine if that had worked? Ah, well. Alright, note to self. It is a penalty for being within tackle zones, I guess. I already used the Blitz. Cool. I'm not sure if that did anything. But I remembered I had it. I play them next week to kill them, to make up for your horrid crime of not playing Koru. Like, I'm sorry, memes. I just was thinking about it, and I really don't like the format. It's not that the game is bad, I just don't like the format of game clearing. KO! Yeah, I'm not gonna power repo that. Lots of pows. It's not for lack of trying, memes, so I'm working on killing them. And Arnlin is KO'd. Neat. Okay, how is a good way of doing this? All right, we'll get Pollens up in here. I guess a 2-die with Bloodlust. That's good. All right, that's a knockdown. I see silly, oh so silly. It's silly and really funny, 'cause the Mino is gonna crash into this tree. Or not! I know he's eaten the last few... Let me have my hope, damn you! Let me have my hope! All I have is hate. Oh! Oh! All I said was... Let me have my hope. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a stun. Captain's fine. I wonder how difficult it would be to try to build a 40k team theme, but I use musical references as well. And I didn't, by musical, I don't mean like my usual playing around with West Side Story leitmotifs. I mean, like, what if I had, like, Company Captain Tennille? Or Sergeant Pepper? Could I fill an entire team with that? Sit down! Could do a silly Garui blitz. 2 die into 2 heads. Oh no. I can do that from the ground? Alright. You! That wasn't even a blitz. That wasn't even a blitz. Two-die blitz. Okay. Said the Mino. Yeah, pretty much. One, two, three. Nah, that blocks it. And goblins only have stunty, not titchy. I should have taken the 1 die with block. KO! It's a lot of KOs. No power apo for that. 3 KOs and a death. And here comes the blitz. Finds the POW. Armor holds. No. Yeah! I'm glad I did that! Minus armor value! Apo! While Pollens is just stunned! Is already borked. This game is already borked. -1 Chaos Warrior for me next game. Yeah. Who died? I was eating pineapples. Armadillo Protector, his Chaos Warrior died. Meanwhile, I'm also down Company Sergeant Vergal. He also died. So, we're both dealing with deaths. Can I actually get through Whiptail Stinger fine? I can get a 2-die on him and get closer. I'm just gonna hope. Stand up. Good. Bloodlust is fine. I just wanted... I just want to hit a bitch. I need to do the smart thing first. He says with his tremendous luck with dodging last season. Follow. 1 GFI. Good. I should have moved there. Bad. I'm gonna go for a 1 into a 1. Hey! Come on, get him! Alright. At least the warrior must get a knockdown now. He just blitzed otherwise and made little difference. Alright. 1 die. Good. Throw him to the ground. Okay. Now the situation here is that the Chaos Warrior can get an easy 2-die to clear off Octogoat. But it's a 2-die into block without block. So it's risky enough, but at that same point, why not Octogoat just take the 3-up dodge? His rat is a better blitz either way. That's true. Well... all of his block rats are tied up here in the middle. Well, the wrestle rat well, wrestle is no, I forgot about wrestle. So yeah, you're right about that. But he's taking the 2-die. It's a push. Okay. What? Oh, wait, what? You know, that's fair. He's got the time to not score. It is a very interesting choice. A very interesting choice. Yeah, I mean, it does remove my blitzer. I'm sure he was hoping for an injury. Whatever I do, he's got 2 more turns. 3-2. A 3-2, 2-2 to get a 2-die that I won't be able to escape from. And we'll send company captain into the stands anyway. So I think my choice actually should be hurt you. But there's no real good shots here. I mean, I can get a 1-die against Pangolin here. Die into Pangolin. Then I can just... you know what? At this point, why not be silly? Really, why not be silly? That's why not be silly! You know, he had his reroll. I was happy for a second. I was excited for a sec. All right, we're tied 1-1. Well, we're going into the half. Shalmer gets possession at the beginning of that half. We both have a death. All of my KOs stay out. This shows your turn was super doomed. I mean, you're not wrong. 3 skulls and no rerolls, a turnover if there is any risk. Yeah. Alright, so we both get 1 turn. Vampire, a thrall, and my not guard blocker. Not guard dwarf. Okay, company captain and Gerwi will work on giving themselves some points. Well, giving the captain another point anyway. Meanwhile, this line is going to do its best to crumble so that maybe company sergeant can blast through here and kill the 3-headed goblin. But we'll find out today. Both teams get rerolls. Nice. Okay, so first and foremost, let's take a 2-die against a non-block. Maybe we can kill Egyptian Croc. Oh. Although, actually, I get the same effect if I just... I get the same effect if I fucking hypnogaze him, don't I? One die with block. If I can just get guard up 1 step forward, you know? Okay. Not where I wanted it to go. Gaze, the 5 there. Nope. At this point, maybe there's a 2-die hit would be better. Yeah. Not great. Alright. Actually, let's do here. This way I can control the pushes and ooh, wait a minute. I might even still be able to do that. All right, so we'll move Janice here. Smack you, and smack you there. Get him! Nah, at this point, the blitz into the other one is going to be better. Kill the goblin, kill the goblin, kill the goblin, kill him dead. Heard my song as that was happening. Alright, let's try to farm one cheeky more point. It's a 2 to a 3. Ah, well. We tried, we died. Janice is fine. Meanwhile, I don't think Sergeant will be. He's okay, okay, he's fine. Ugh. It's only been the half. So much has happened in this game already that it may as well have been a whole game. KOs? No, of course not. So I'm down to 8 players. Three, 2, 3. Yep. 8v10 now. Or 9. Or 9v10. I can't count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I'm in defense. Okay, there we go. That's what I meant. You just see bugs. You should have vampires on your team. Should or shouldn't have vampires on my team if I can't count? Because I do have vampires on my team. All right. He's just going to swing it around one way or the other. Oh, boy. The few times I've tried to get some good hits. The funny thing is, technically, that both players have died on his turn. All right, here we go, Captain. More rerolls. You know what? I'll take, and it's an immediate touchback. Hey. Going to the rat. All right. Shalmer wants to play smart, and I know he will. The play here is stall for time and score as late as possible. Whereas for me, what I want to do is find that hole, exploit it, and hope he gets some bad dice. Which he doesn't really do. My entire front line is crumbled, and here comes a blitz. Into Hallstatt. Hallstatt's gonna fall over. And be stunned. A pass that succeeds with animosity. That gets a level up for whip-tailed stinger. And the ball is now in the hands of Octogoat, who is also on track to get another touchdown and therefore a level. I really want to Mino Blitz. God, I want to Mino Blitz. I really should not Mino Blitz. Man, my dwarf got really off of the line, didn't he? Yeah, there is something to be said for blitzing with a wild animal player that's prone. You shouldn't, because it's nuts. I... That really shouldn't work. He's gonna run that way. I know it. I just bloody know it. No, more likely, but your dice are lightly cursed. I mean, we're playing Blood Bowl. Everybody's dice is lightly cursed to some degree. I actually do appreciate the chutzpah here. He's gonna... It gives him a 2-die blitz. Not with claw, but... Okay, that at least it opens him up a little bit. Troll's on his feet again. Skulls! Reroll. Not skulls! No armor break, though. Also not skulls. Who's pushing whom? I should probably play this smart. He says risking a GFI. Nah. Okay. Was hoping to see some elf BS that turn. I mean, it was a thought that crossed my mind, but like I said, I want to try to play it a bit safer. It's like I could have blitzed the ball carrier, tried to loosen the ball, and done some silly pass play. And there goes the blitzer. Unless no. It's funny how you think that the thing that suddenly I just realized the safest play I could have done at that point was actually blitz the ball carrier. They didn't actually use my blitz that turn. And instead I'm investing a lot of my players into this brawl in the center. Players that I really can't afford to use too flippantly. Especially since I lost 2 this turn. I mean, it is a good brawl, I'm not gonna lie. It's Blood Bowl. We all enjoy a good brawl. No. I'm firing Garwe. He was already minus movement. He's now minus 2 movement, so I'm going to... So... Yeah. What do I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. I could be a baller. But then again, no. Or a man that makes Blood Bowl into a traveling show. Don't really have any good plays. I mean, really the best I can do is pull back, screen, and hope for the best. I'm going to try and do something silly here in a second. That could be useful. Okay, not an armor break. Okay. We now 2-die Frenzy. He's got a lot more players than I do. And all I need is one open spot, but Shalmer's better a player than that. Yeah, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players left. He's got 10. And unless I try doing some dumb dodging in, I mean, it's a 5-up dodge to... What kind of nasty? I was getting so many good armor breaks before. Need to keep Orist next to the Minotaur. Although I could no. What I should do, what I should actually try to do is try to move guard closer to the cage. But I'm not going to be able to get there in time to do anything good with that. Yeah, okay. Try to get closer to the cage. Hope I don't get punished too badly for cheeky plays. And... Do I? If it works, it'll be godlike. If it doesn't, where am I? no really worse off than I was. Elf bullshit away! It would have been... Only... Yeah. Huh. All right, well, Hallstatt's going to go places now. A blitz that doesn't actually turn into anything. That's good. So he's still on the field and on his feet. The cage is slowed. Sit down! All right, dwarf over there. One die into wrestle. One, two, three, four, five. I want... Stumble, pow, push. It's a 2 and 3. Good. Good. Follow. Throw the ball well. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Hey, okay. Losing my mind. And the power of Shuba Duck. Okay. Gamble on Bibu, not Subaru. Yeah, don't kick him on the ball. That's the right call. If I could hold to a tie, that'd be great. If I could maybe finagle a win, that would be awesome. But I'm not going to suggest or anything of that variety. I'm playing every turn fresh. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a knockdown, minimum injury. Janice! Good. Niggles. I'll keep that. Whatever little bit of solace I can take out of this is. I've already done a 5-up, but I dared. Do I dare? Here's a better question. Do I blitz with him? Do I blitz with the Minotaur? It's going to be a better chance for me to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 2, 4. Do a 1 die. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Oh, well, statistically, there's always a better play. And it's probably Hallstatt. Hallstatt can knock the ball loose on some better dodge. Oh. Between the two, not just something you're missing. You're not paying much attention. Thank you, Marin. Statistically, this is the better play. Alright, wait a minute. That's a 2 to a 4. That's still a 2 to a 4 for a the 2 to a 4 for a 3 die. Damn. Yeah. Meeting, getting ready for Baldur's Gate 3. All fair, dude. All fair. Oh, boy. Have I at least successfully held it to a tie? At this point, I think I have. He needs to move... He needs to move a rat downfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to make 2 GFIs minimum. Okay. Nope, not okay. And he sees what I'm probably going to do. Because, let's face it, that's just the kind of player I am. The maths, you can do it. If you leap, it's even more likely to work. Yeah. But this doesn't make the leap meme better. And now he's... Sit down! The rat leaped. It did. It did. Damn. That is so stupid. That's stupider! Come on, it's just a 5-4. It's just a 2-5-4-4-2-2-3 die. So you are doing it. Of course I'm doing it! Hey, Kendrin. Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler. You're so bow. You're so Bibutax. I just want to be your Shiori. Well, to be fair, it was going to... If of any place it should have failed there. I just need to remember my... EG. I did have to try. It was more... to come had it worked. Nah. Really want is that The last 2 SPP on the Mino. My vampire's back! And because he has the babes... Alright, can I get 1 more point on Company Captain just for funsies? Give him break tackle so he can be a true elf. That's... yeah. That's part of my thinking right now. Keeping up the streak, I see. Not for lack of trying, memes! Great on my bear so many seasons ago. If you had played Koru, you would have had the luck necessary to win this game. I doubt that. Oh, look! More rerolls for him. Please roll a 10 up. Nope. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Alright. Wow, I completely forgot about I forgot that the troll was there. Oh, go! Company Sergeant gets MVP. That's great. Octo Goat. Look at him go. Alright, so Company Sergeant gets the level up. That's fine. 2 points for Pollens, 1 for Company Captain. That's just... I get 11 points, and he gets 11 on Octo Goat. $27, $40, $28, $28, $36, $29. 50% catch, 100% dauntless. GFI, 58 armor, not great. Wake up at the KO, 9%! 9%! Nine skulls, not 6 both downs, 22 pushes, 15 stumble, 14 pows. You wouldn't believe that I got this wasn't exactly a dicing, you would say, would it? You can't call this a bad bunch of dice. This wasn't a great amount of dice. Armor at 68%, 100% going for it, 66 injury, casualty, really stupid at 88. Animosity, pass, wake up. 22 ones, 22s, 13 threes, 17 fours, 25, 17 sixes. Whereas 21 skulls, 17 both down, 37 push, 21 stumble, 19 pow. Nah, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call it a dicing. Nobody really wasn't allowed to play. I just ended up in a really bad, in a cascading bit of bad. Ah, well. Yeah, that was a fun game, though. I'm not gonna lie, that was a very fun game. Alright, so let's see. Gerwi is out. Janice is out. Okay, Sergeant. Give it to me. What are we up? Doubles! Mighty Blow. Juggernaut could be fun. Guard would just be good. That'd put him in the middle. Mighty Blow would turn him into more of a blitzer. Kind of hate to use multi-block is clearly the choice. Oh, yeah. Although I could give him dodge. Dodge would be good. Kind of hate to waste a double, but... Although also with 8 movement allowance, jump up would be pretty good. Now I kind of want to put multi-block and a Noblar, make it really tempt fate. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Does multi-block work with Dauntless? I mean, you're asking a lot of a Noblar at that point. 2 levels. Because Noblars can't fail anything because they aren't expected to succeed. That's very true. Sprint, though. Dodge, sprint, Mighty Blow. Sergeant is technically my principal ball handler. 11 possible movement. Might as well go for leap. And your missile block wouldn't roll doubles, so now if it doesn't explode on contact with the ground, it can mess with people well. Neat. I'll be honest, because Days Fail's here, I have been thinking of Leap too, but I'll be honest, I would much rather go with Sprint or Dodge. Leap Pale. More like Impale, when he lands on his helmet. Critical damage roll that way. If you were around for that game yesterday of D&D Days Fail, you would have seen a lot of critical damage in that D&D game yesterday. Hoo-wee. Good at missing any good highlights you have and only being here when you crash out. I mean, to be fair, I crash out almost every stream, so you're good at seeing those. Blodge is just generically good everywhere. Sprint makes Rage Beer Saga continues. Yeah. Yeah. Sprint is just generally good. Jump Up could be amazing as well. Yeah, none of that. Mighty Blow. Sure Hands only matters on pickup. And he can't be strip balled. Ostensibly, the correct answer is either Dodge or Mighty Blow. Sprint is what I want to do, though. Mighty Blow would turn him more into a blitzer. Thick Skull to play more defense. Y'all are just confusing me now. Let's throw him in the back line and leap out of the tackle zones. I genuinely hate that it's not a bad choice, Leap. I need to stop being such a pushover.
You want to hear me sing?
Only if you sing tenor.
Tenor?
10 or 11 miles away.
I've suddenly got 6 viewers as I'm just sitting here arguing with myself over do I go with the fun thing that everybody's talking to me about, or do I stand up for myself and choose do what I actually should do? And I'm just sitting here in a moral quandary, and there's more viewers now than I've had during the actual gameplay. What the fuck? moral quandary matters not. There is but one answer to this. I know exactly what you're going to say, and it is Lee. Here's the funny thing, actually. My moral quandary matters a lot to me. At some point, I just need to just make decisions. Doesn't matter to company sergeant. On one hand, I stick by my guns and actually try to work towards the type of personal and emotional growth that I've been wanting for a better part of a decade. Or, if I listen to the peer pressure, I can turn it around on them later and say, y'all chose this skill later when it fails horribly. The problem is, that's exactly what they want. Same time, though, Chun, why the fuck are you putting this type of moral weight and relevance on a fucking Blood Bowl skill? I'm gonna blame you two for this. You're right, this is fun, it is useful. But I'm blaming you all for this. I'm blaming you.
More!
Oh, not so loud. They may hear you.
Okay, so one thrall is out, and this thrall should just be fired. Janice is out. I know, vampire. Yeah, I need a new thrall. New thrall. Company, surf. Thanks, memes. I was actually gonna ask, what do we call this guy? Company tier box? all of my thralls are serfs. So I'll just come. So here, there we go. Serf tier box. So this is so dumb. Alright, well, after that, what did he get? Shelmer got a lot. Egyptian Croc got block. Whiptail Stinger, dodge. Octo Goat got 2 heads! Why am I actually not surprised? Ring-tailed Lemurus got wrestle. I think he already had it, though. Good bit of stuff for him. All right. Who are we playing next week? Brew for the stew. Oh, he did that. He actually did carry his warrior back. Oh, good. I get to play Days Veil. Perfect. Brew for the stew. Oh, goody, goody gums. Oh, joy. An Orc Blitzer gets a level. An Orc Thrower that gets a level. You had a Pogoer for 1 match last week that died. Fun. Meanwhile, Foolproof Beef over here, I'm hoping is not playing. Nope, nope, I'm going to face him because you still have to play this week. Unless something happened. Goody, goody gums. I think Zio is already playing. Was going to take minus strength, but instead just got an MNG. Well, you know, sure. Good apothecary, that. All right. Well, that absolutely guarantees me 5th place. Depending on what Creep does, anyway. 5th place. Last place. Fuck. And now Shelmer is taking 2nd place with that. Up by 1 point over memes. By the way, I looked it up earlier. I play Resonus week 11. I'm doomed. If this doesn't end up being like first place versus last place, if it doesn't end up being a record of 10-0-0 versus 0-0-10, I'm going to be gobsmacked. Although it's harder for him to win everything than it is for me to lose everything. Okay, well, 2.5 hours later, I need to go find something to eat and go to work. Because Lord knows I can't keep up this whole thing. It sure don't pay my bills. Alright, well, with that, guys, thank you all. It was a game. A game and a half. Had some highs, had some lows. Beer is a food if you freeze it. You can have a rage beer slushie. I need to drive,
this show
Jay
tonight.
Smale.
At these prices, who's gonna
I've got like a
complain?
20-minute commute here coming up. And I'm like, and pardon me if I'm not going to be driving any variety of buzzed or tippy. This is what Uber is for. 1, nobody's paying for my Uber as of yet. 2, Uber doesn't really exist where I live. So yeah. Fucking slow down, stare into the camera. Yeah. Isn't it just? Well, regardless. Alright, let's see. What do we got coming up? We've got, obviously, more Blood Bowl. Still 6 more weeks of pain, suffering, gloom, despair, and agony on me. So we'll see how that happens. More of that. Kren Bowls next season is going to get started in a couple of weeks, too. We just got to finish through the last bits of the playoffs. And then it's going to be then like a week. And then the Lotto stream. Hopefully that all works out well. So there's more Kren Bowl coming up. Dungeons and Dragons in 2 weeks' time. Thursday after next. We'll see if our intrepid party can handle more of what happened last time, and we barely could handle it then. Score. And if I feel super compelled, we'll see if there's any other game I care to play on stream, or maybe I can do more minis. I still got a couple of Gundams to do too. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll figure that out. It'll probably be no, but you know, whatever. I try to leave things open. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys all for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. And I will see you all in the next game. Which will probably be Maxway /Daysvale kicking the absolute snot out of me. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Terrific, terrific, wonderful.
Say, is your friend the avocado here some kind of professional critic?
Nah, he's just unemployed.
You should go to work. Try to make something of yourself.
Oh, like what?
Guacamole.